Hello, friends.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is another week and we are back at the White Owl. It is a Thursday and we are coming up on Memorial Day weekend.
And race weekend.
Yeah, it is also race weekend here in Charlotte. So we're gonna have a lot of people that aren't normally here. So hopefully they'll have a little extra time and we'll come on out to the White Owl.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
That's the wish anyway.
Yeah. I did come over here Tuesday and I hung some artwork, added some clothing to the booth, and then moved the furniture around to get us prepped for the red, white, and blue extravaganza. Because we, and I also went to the storage building and got all the summer stuff. So,
what's the red, white, and blue extravaganza?
Decorating for summer.
Oh, okay.
Memorial Day, 4th of July.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, we have three buckets of summer stuff, and then the stuff that we priced that was leftovers from Monroe. We have a few things that still needed to be priced. Things that if we took it to Monroe and it was 5-piece set, we only had to put one price tag on it. But when we bring it to the booth, every piece needs to have a price tag. So we had to reprice that stuff. And then all the stuff that we pulled out of the closet that didn't make it into the first round. Or didn't make it into Monroe also came over this time. So we have quite the amount of stuff. I don't know how much footage we're going to get today because, when you get in the rhythm and you start working, you forget to set the camera up. But hopefully...
We're just forgetful anyway.
Hopefully it will be a decent video. Short, probably, but decent. So hope you guys will follow along. So let's take this stuff into the White Owl and get to work. All right, here is a quick look at the booth. We are fixing this table. A piece of the veneer came off, but this is what I did the other day. I started bringing in all the red, white, and blue and summer stuff, and then I moved some of this stuff around, brought all the red and white and blue stuff forward, then moved this over here. We have a blanket ladder to go here to hold all of our quilts because our quilt rack is getting overpowered. Then I moved this over here because it's not very pretty. So that went into the corner, just the whole stuff. We have too many lamps and not enough surfaces. And then the drafting table went into this corner, and then I made a little reading nook over here in this corner and added a lot of artwork, redid that shelf, tried to shove as much stuff in here as I could to try to give as much room for new stuff as I could. This is still the same. And then we still have a little bit of room on here and here to add more stuff. That is the status of this. This is new. This is one of my faves. But then added artwork over here and over here as well. I left this open spot right here, hoping to add this blanket ladder I got off Amazon to give us more spaces to put quilts. Got one here, right? It's got a hole in the bottom and the top. My hair is gonna be 6 sizes bigger by the time we get out of here. We can say something like, "Say it's your hair." It loves to sweat up. So we have emptied 2 boxes and a bucket, kind of. We still have a few things over here. We have someone who may or may not be coming to pick up this table this afternoon, so I don't know whether to style it or leave it or...
I put minimal on it.
Yeah, replace it with something else. I don't know. So we're still in limbo with that. 1 bucket and a giant candle holder still in the car. We've been kind of tag teaming. We've been working on that booth down there. I've been working on this like front section over here. And I'd say How long have we been here? It's like an hour?
It's burning hot here.
Yeah. We have the fans running, but I need more.
Well, it's humid. It's not really their fault. So.
Yeah. And also, we're working.
Yeah, we're working. So that kind of
We're in that limbo of like when you're like, you know, it's going to be hot during the summer, but you still need your body to be kind of used to it. So by June or July, we'll be fine. But right now, we're struggling. So we probably have another hour. And then, actually, I'll show you guys right now what we've been doing so far. We still have this bucket, but this is last priority because it's stuff we didn't put out last year. So if it doesn't go out again this year, it's fine. We still have to hang this trinket shelf somewhere in the midst of all this artwork. This is the blanket ladder we put together, put some quilts on it. We still have a few little things around that we need to put away. And then here is the front so far. Just everything red, white, and blue, just right here. And then this is the table we were talking about. This might sell today, so we don't want to like overload it with a bunch of stuff. So just minimal things on that. And then I've been like kind of dispersing the red, white, and blue throughout. Flag there. There's a flag, excuse me, over here. And now we will go down to the other booth. Mostly been adding more ephemera and sheet music and clothes down here. We got this outfit at the bins last week. And let's see, some stuff came in that we had last year. This is new from the closet. And then we just added more clothes. We are out of hangers, so we are trying to fold some stuff, hang some stuff, but right now we're just trying to make do because we don't want to go buy new hangers right now because I think we still have some in storage, but I'm not 100% sure.
Put it in a box you took apart.
Yes, I did. Headed back out to the car for trip number 3.
Because we can't put our heads on right.
Because the candle that we came out here to get the candlestick for, I put back in the car. So here we are again. I think it's, my grandmother used to always say that the center color of these was the color of your next dress. Oh, hold on, it's not focusing. There it goes. I think that's like a purpley fuchsia color. I don't wear dresses, but cute. Well, I've just discovered, we're going back in anyway.
Yeah.
But I've also just discovered, I'm pretty sure I left the drill sitting on top of that bookcase in the booth, so. Good thing we were going back in, or I would have left. And actually, not the first time I've done that. Last time we didn't realize it and walked away, and it was still sitting up there when we came back. So, good thing we're going back in this time.
We need checklists.
Yeah, we do. Oh, fun fact. This was our first booth here. D83. We were on the corner. Good times. But now, we're that way, NB. Second to last box, because, I mean, technically, that's the last box, but second to last box. All right, we'll start at this booth this time, because this is where we ended. So this is how we are leaving this booth. It looks like a hodgepodge right now. I'm not sure there's anything that can be done about it, because, well, I don't know why. I mean, I could group the colors better, but we're working with what we got. So the clothes are at least grouped by color. They look pretty good. Well, we've had to bring some stuff from the other end, or from the other booth, because it just didn't fit anymore. So there's a little bit of a hodgepodge. So this is what it looks like now. All right, and this is how we're leaving the big booth, I guess, if you want to call it that.
The double booth.
The double booth, yeah. We, all of our summery 4th of July, Memorial Day stuff is here, like a big holiday display. And I think it looks pretty good. Then we have couldn't really show it earlier because we had too many buggies in the way, but that girl is still the same place she was. This has come over from the other side of the booth to here. This chair went back in this corner and added this little lamp. Redid this shelf area and all of this art. And then redid up there, like simplified it a little bit. Tried to put as much in these bookcases as possible. Then added the trinket shelf, but didn't put anything on it because we don't have very many little things that aren't breakable. And I would hate for something to fall off and for something to happen to it. So I'm just leaving that empty for now. Then this, we just added more stuff to it. And then that we added more stuff to. And then this went into the corner because, like I said earlier, it's not very pretty. So we pushed that to the back and then just use it for display for right now. And then over on this wall, we moved this over to here because it's easier to be seen against the white wall than the louvers on the other side. Then we added this quilt rack here for the extra quilts that we brought in. We still have this quilt rack over here, but it's becoming overloaded because this yo-yo quilt is so thick that it pretty much monopolizes the whole thing. So we got this to put more on. All right, so that is an overview of how the booth looks as we're leaving it for Memorial Day weekend. The lighting is atrocious. It's about to start raining.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's about to storm, but we
need the rain, though.
Yeah, we do need the rain. We got out just in time. A distraction. It's the story of my life.
That's right. If we get distracted, we can't see, hear, understand.
Y'all, it's been one of those days. It has definitely been one of those days, but we're done. We got, actually counting what I brought over here on Tuesday, at like 7 buckets of stuff into the booth.
Yeah.
And like what's gonna help us this month is smalls. If we could just sell down the smalls, it's gonna help us. Because
it'll help us as far as inventory space and it'll help in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Did you see those branches over there? They're all broke off.
Are they laying on the line? On the power line?
I think one of them is. Yeah, one of them is.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. Yikes, that's scary. Okay. I did say in last week's video we were going to pick up our check. I did pick up our check on Tuesday. So if anyone's interested, we are usually an open book about that sort of thing. So we made about $575 last month, which isn't great in the overall sense, but in this economy,
I'm happy with it.
It's a real blessing because
anything over rent,
yeah,
is good.
Well, rent and storage would be ideal.
Yeah. It paid rent. We got $575, so that did pay for storage. So it was
that's not factoring in anything we've spent on the inventory. That's just the check we got at the end of the month. So that it doesn't factor in any inventory. Yeah,
storage inventory comes out of that.
Yeah. So
any admin things like tags and that kind of stuff too.
Yeah. But that was I did pick that up on Tuesday. So if anyone's curious and if you want to compare it to how you're doing, I don't know. Is that average? You know, you hear those people say, oh, if you're not making 3 to 4 times your rent, then you're not doing it right. But I mean, I just don't subscribe to that. I feel like it depends on what kind of mall you're in, where in the country you are, how much foot traffic you get. There's a lot of factors that go into that. And you can't don't let those people on Facebook make you feel bad because you're not doing 3 to 4 times your rent. So
no,
because some of us aren't.
I mean, we could price things through the roof.
Yeah, but then we won't sell anything.
No.
I mean, you got to be fair. And you can't price things just to make rent because that's not gonna work either. But we're tired and we're gonna go home and we're gonna try to beat the rain.
But on a happy note, you will see this later, but I hope you all had a really great Memorial Day holiday and that school's out and everybody's having great vacations and your life is just magnificent.
Yep. I hope your cookouts are perfect.
No rain.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's going to rain here.
Yeah. Which
that's all right.
My vegetables would greatly appreciate some rain. My tomatoes are struggling. So, but that is going to be it for us for this week, guys. If you enjoy content like this and you want to follow along in our little vintage journey, we would love for you to subscribe. Join the fam.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, we appreciate all of you guys and hope to see you next time. Thanks. Bye.